Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel, and welcome to another World Wonder. I was about to say World Wonder Ring Stardom review. Guys, this is our second review of Stardom on this channel. It was from the January 19th edition of Stardom. They were live from Korakuen Hall. It was one of their biggest shows of the year, even though it's really only the beginning of the year. It's respectively one of their biggest shows. It's like the not the Wrestle Kingdom, but like the new beginning for Stardom. And it was a really I would even go as far as say this is a great show. Like, there was a lot of good wrestling on here. There's a lot of story advancements. One thing I love about Stardom is that the pre-match promos really set the tone for how the match is going to be. And then sometimes I get the post-match promos in there. Then it sets up the next match. Like, New Japan, they don't do a lot of promos. Like, every once in a while you might have Okada up on the mic after his match, or you'll have someone have a few words, but like nobody really has like a lot of, if you want to watch post-match like interviews, you have to go to New Japan, like their YouTube channel. They don't have it like on their show. I mean, it's on their show, but like no one really tunes in afterwards to watch it, because guess what? It's in Japanese with no English subtitles. So it's like with Stardom, it's already put in English, so I can easily just follow it. So that's what I love about them right now. It's very accommodating to me as a new viewer. But let's start off with this review. We get into the first match: Leia Onozaki and Hina versus Ruka and Rina. Not really too much happened. For the longest time, begin Leia Onozaki and Hina confused because they have similar hairstyles. So I'm like, oh wait, one's Leia, one's Hina. So I believe Hina is the one with darker hair and with the blue like leopard stripe thing on. And then Hina's kind of and Leo is kind of the other one. Ruka and Rina, I know they're from Tokyo Cyber Squad. Leo and Hina, are they from? I think they're from Queen's Quest. I want to say they're from Queen's Quest. Not really too much happened in this match. It really was the opener. It was the pre-show. If you missed it, you missed nothing. Rina pinned Hina with a wing clutch hold pin, and she got the win for TCS. Wing clutch hold pin. You know what? I'm going to call it a jackknife pin because that's what it is, but they called it something stupid like a wing clutch hold. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Anyway, we get into the next match, the first match of the main show. A triple threat match between Zoe Sky, Starlight Kid, and Azumi. Really good stuff from these three girls. Did what they could with the time they were given. It really wasn't that long. I think they went like maybe 10 minutes. Azumi ended up winning the match with a tilt-a-whirl into a cross armbar that she transitioned from the armbar into a pin that she calls the Azumi Sushi. Pretty cool combination for Azumi nonetheless. I see why people love this woman so much. And it's crazy because I was just watching the Vice documentary probably like a week or so ago. And I think it was recorded in 2015. And when I was watching it, they were talking about how like, oh, Azumi, she's the new girl, but she's not very popular, and like Starlight Kid is getting all the praise, but Azumi, she has to get it together. She has to do this, she has to do that. And I'm like, how old? Like, isn't Azumi like fucking 13 or 12 in this video? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So I'm glad she I guess she must have been bad at the time if she wasn't popular, but I'm glad she improved, and I'm happy to see that she has fans now. Now, when she's of legal age, you guys can actually, you know, say how you really feel. So I know some of you want to say how you really feel now, but mind you, she's still 17 years old. You weirdos. Anyway, we get into the next match. Itsuki Yoshino, Saya Iida, and Saya Kamatani versus Oedo Tai's Natsuko Tora, Natsu Sumire, and Saki Kishima. Lots of close calls from the Sayas in this match. Can I call them the Sayas? I'm going to call them the Sayas because they're both named Saya Iida and Saya Kamatani. They got like a lot of roll up attempts on like Natsu Sumire and Saki Kishima. I didn't really see too much of Natsuko Tora in this match. When she got in the match, she did her like power moves, but that's kind of it. Kamatani, as always, really the shining star of her team with her shooting stars and her moonsaults and whatnot. She's going to be something special. I saw there was a documentary on her as well. Like, I don't know if they're really building her for the future or not, but I see bright future for her. Saya Iida. Let me show some love to Saya Iida. She's like the really small version of a Brute. Like, I feel like she's gonna be she's gonna be like the Jordan Grace of Stardom. I feel it. I see it in her. I see it. They tried their best, but ultimately a smack to the head from Natsu Sumire with her board to the head of Ida. Referee's back was turned. He didn't see it happen. Knocked her loopy, giving Kishima the opportunity to hit her kill switch onto Saida and get the pin. Oedo Tai winning this match. We then get into the next match. Tam Nakano versus Kagetsu. This was, I would say, the most intense Stardom match I've seen since I started watching the entire promotion. And I thought that Arisa Hoshiki versus Tam Nakano was pretty intense. This was another level of intensity. This was like, I mean, I'll get into it as I took a lot of notes down for this match. That's how I was so clued into this match. I took more notes for this match than I think I took for the entire, section of any other match. It's ridiculous. But let me start from the beginning here. So, Tam Nakano, she brings, in her pre-match promo, she has her panda in her hands. Now, mind you, I've only seen her with this panda she calls P-Sama, one time. But I haven't seen her with it since. So I guess it's important that she has the panda with her. She said the panda couldn't miss today. And I'm like, must be a big deal. Tam also says that even though this is her last match at Kagetsu, she's going to make it a match for the future. Now, I don't know exactly what she meant by that, but I'm sure it was something very sentimental. So Kagetsu gets her pre-match promo. And she kind of recaps their history. Their singles history with each other, at least. She recaps how they had their first match at the 5-Star Grand Prix 2018, in which she lost to Tam Nakano due to interference from Hana Kimura. They had their second singles match in last year's Cinderella tournament that ended in a draw. And this time would be their third and last match. And Kagetsu looks to take everything from Tam Nakano in her last Korakuen match. So from what I gathered before I went into this match, because I wanted to do a little bit of my research on why this match is happening, because like I said, a lot of the trend with Kagetsu's matches on her final road tour was that her matches have stories behind them. They're with people she feuded with, or have some type of relationship with, whether it be bad or good. And I had a feeling from Tam's energy in her pre-match promo that there had to be some underlying good relationship that they once upon a time had to have had. Because the thing I love about Tam Nakano is that she can easily get across how she's feeling or what she wants to do just merely through her facial expressions and her body movement and just the energy she exudes. And if not, she'll say stuff in her pre-match promo or post-match promo, and she just gives you little bits and pieces, and you kind of just follow along with it. And, I love Arisa Hoshiki, but I feel like one of the best storytellers in Stardom right now, or all of wrestling right now, is Tam Nakano. I put it over hard here, even before the match even starts. But let me get into this. From what I gathered, Tam Nakano once was a member of Oedo Tai, but lost her spot in a loser leaves the faction match, which got her into Stars, the faction she's in now. So that's kind of the little bit of a thing I got on this match. Tam also had new gear and new entrants in this, which is very interesting. I don't know if this was new gear and new entrants or old gear and old entrants, because once again, I'm a really new fan of Stardom. But I took note of that. Kagetsu came out, no more entrants or whatever. But we get into this match. It's a little slow to start. First 5 minutes, they're kind of locking up, fooling each other out. You could kind of get a sense that Tam Nakano really, really wants to get in her head and beat her. But Kagetsu, there was this one really cool spot where Kagetsu went for a suicide dive onto Tam, and she moved out of the way, and Kagetsu ended up doing a suicide dive onto Oedo Tai. And then Tam, really like a fucking spider, really quickly went from the ring to the apron to the top rope and splashed onto all of them. I'm like, how the fuck did she get up there that damn quickly? But it was pretty cool. After that, literally, probably a few seconds after this, she gets her on the apron, then on the top rope, and she puts her in this semi-draping dragon sleeper, to which Kagetsu tries to slip out of, and then Tam uses her leg to kind of choke Kagetsu on the top rope. I'm like, damn, that's some innovative shit right there. I had to give it to Tam. She's so awesome. Kagetsu starts to come back after this a little bit, but Tam just came straight back at her. Both women having their respective fighting spirit spots in this match. Fighting spirit, in Japan, that's basically no-sell. It's basically spots where they no-sell, and I took exception in this match. I took exception. Tam ended up starting to come back a little bit, but was shut down by Kagetsu with a poison mist. She hit her 450, but Tam kicked out. After that spot, they really exchanged a lot of big moves with each other, and you could just see the intensity and Tam like really like not even wanting to, but needing to beat Kagetsu for some reason. And Kagetsu's just not giving in. She hit her with 3 back-to-back running knees, then a tiger suplex, then an double arm tucked German suplex. Like, she had one arm in front of her and then one arm in back of her. I had never seen a suplex like that before. But she had that German suplex. You know, Tam does like the best bridges in the world. I need to stop talking about this woman so highly. It's getting crazy. But she ended up pinning Kagetsu, Tam Nakano, winning this match. I thought it was a damn great match, and it only went like 10 plus minutes. It was not long. It was easily digestible, and I got exactly what story they were telling through the motions in the ring, and that's when you know you did a damn good job. After the match, they both kneel next to each other, which is very reminiscent of how their first match went when the match ended, and they went to shake hands with each other. But instead of shaking hands this time, I think Kagetsu extended out her hand, and then Tam like ignored her and walked away, it looked like. But then she grabbed the microphone, and and she starts crying, and I'm like, what? Like, why are you so emotional right now? What's going on here? And she's like now on her knees, and she's kind of crying. She's trying to keep it together, and she's like, I can't rewind time, but now I can say with all my heart, thank you for letting me choose my path. And I said, aww. So basically, she's basically thanking Kagetsu for like beating her in a sense. That's the opinion I'm getting. Like, if she had not lost that loser leaves the faction match, she would not be in the spot she's in now. So she's thanking Kagetsu for beating her in a sense. They went back to kneel and they shook hands. And she said, please watch Black Tam Nakano become the white symbol of Stardom, basically alluding to her winning the white belt, which I'm all in favor for. In response, Kagetsu tells her that her path she chose was not wrong, telling her to go after the white belt and stand center in front of Stardom if you can't get to the top. And Tam shook her head no, and Kagetsu was like, okay, we'll stand at the top of Stardom. I'll be watching. It was really cute shit, guys. That was some, I wasn't on the verge of tears about to cry or some shit, but I'm like, damn, that made me feel something. Like, that was some emotional shit, man. Like how often do you see shit like that happening? Like, oh my god. After the match, they parted ways. Tam walked her separate ways like Kagetsu was leaving the ring. And who comes out to comfort Tam Nakano but Arisa Hoshiki? Standing by her side, smiling, trying to cheer her up. And I'm like, guys, I love Stardom. This story was just too cute. I couldn't handle it. Starlight Kid was with them too, but whatever. It was all about Tam and Arisa. They need to win those damn. They need to win the damn Goddess Stardom championships. You know what? Let's have Arisa drop the title to Tam, right? Right? Listen to me here. She drops the white belt to Tam, and then she beats Mayu for the red belt. Ha ha ha, there we go. Then we get into the next match. Jungle Kyona and Konami versus B. Priestley and Jamie Hayter. The pre-match promo where Jungle was all hyped up on how she's going to beat Jamie Hayter, and Konami, who's trying not to corpse the entire time, mind you, all reserved, tries to calm her down and says, I had the finest look I prepared for you when we win. But the look in Konami's eyes when she looked at Jungle Kyona and used her hand to caress her face as she said it, I'm like, if these two are not intimate with each other, deep into this match, I'll be honest, I was making food during the match, so I got bits and pieces of it as it was going. A lot of good interactions with Jungle Kyona and Jamie Hayter, the power wrestlers of the two. I didn't really see too much of B and Konami. Konami was in the ring with Jamie at some points, and they had some good shit going on there. In the end, it was B. Priestley finishing off Konami with her hydrangea. What is it? The hydrangea? That's a flower. I know the hydrangea is a flower. I hope I said that right. She hits her Queen Suplex. That's what it is. A Queen Suplex onto Konami and gets the pin to become the new Goddess of Stardom champions with Jamie Hayter. Like I said, can't give a thorough review of this match because I didn't see the entire thing through. But from what I saw, it was good. And we got new champions in B and Jamie. So I'm pretty excited about that. Top Gaijins for life. We then get into the next match and one of the more important matches of the show. TCS versus Giulia and X and X. Hana Kimura, Layla Hirsch, and Death Yama-san representing TCS. They come to the ring. Giulia comes down and introduces her partners, being Micah, who I'm unfamiliar with, and Sayori, who I'm also unfamiliar with. Mind you, guys, I just started getting into Joshi wrestling, so forgive me. The match was good. I know Sayori once upon a time fought in UFC, so she has a MMA background. Micah wrestles for Just Tap Out, which is Takamichi Noku's company. So they both have experience outside of Stardom, so, you know, I expected some good shit from them. I didn't really get the really anything from either women. I don't think, maybe it wasn't because they weren't in the ring for enough time for me to really get a feeling for them. But like I said, it was still a good match. Giulia finished off Layla Hirsch with a modified tombstone pile driver to get the pin. Didn't really see much special about the new kids on the block, but I feel like in due time, I will probably end up liking them. Giulia established them as Donna Del Mondo, which stands for Women of the World. Giulia and Hana exchanged some words after the match, and she said, "Arrivederci," and they were off to the races. She also said they plan to go after the Artists of Stardom Championships, which I believe they have a match set up against Queen's Quest. Donna Del Mondo versus Queen's Quest for the Artists of Stardom Championships at their next show in Korakuen Hall, which I believe will be February 28th. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be a good match. I would not be shocked if they put the titles on Donna Del Mondo this soon. I wouldn't be shocked about that. I get the sense that they're really, really, really behind Giulia. And the fact that, 1 month into her run in Stardom, they've given her a whole faction. Best believe they're putting the titles on them right away. I'm shocked they didn't give Giulia every fucking championship in the world at this point. But let me not say it like I don't like Giulia, because I do. She's good. We didn't get into the next match. Arisa Hoshiki versus Utami Hayashishita. Yeah, you see that, guys? I said it right on the first try. For the Wonder of Stardom Championship. Match starts off. Arisa tried to lock up with Utami, but she kicked her. So Arisa returned the favor with a headbutt to the damn face. And then I said, what the fuck? Like I have never seen Arisa just, start off aggressive like that. But, Utami must have pissed her off. I don't know what happened on the previous shows that Arisa went into a different mode in this match. I mean, she was aggressive. She was straight face most of the time. She was whooping her. She was, I've been hearing a lot of good things about Utami. The woman is holding 3 belts in Stardom right now. I'm thinking, okay, Arisa's going to have to be the underdog babyface. She's going to have to make some comebacks. Utami's going to dominate her and whatnot. Utami got her ass whooped in this match. I'm like, yo, you did not have to mop the floor with her, Arisa. Let's calm down a little bit. You making her look embarrassing right now. But 5 minutes or so into this match, Arisa's banging her head on the apron, and they're doing a hand smack to make it sound louder. But then on the last smack to the head, you see her come up, and she's bleeding. I'm like, well, damn, did she bust her head on the damn apron? Utami was bleeding from the head. And in professional wrestling, it is rare to see women bleed. So this sight was just mesmerizing to me. What? She's bleeding right now? And the referee, they handed her a towel, but they weren't WWE refs covering her up and trying to stop the match and whatnot. But Utami, she was a trooper. She kept going. I'll give it to her. So the blood's starting to come down. The more time, Arisa is just giving her headshots, elbows, punches, kicks. Does not give a shit about her fact that she's bleeding. It was almost sad how bad Utami's getting her ass kicked. And I might be, overamping it, but I expected her to do a little bit more in this match. Utami did try to come back a little bit. Arisa went for her Shining Star cutter, which is the Oss cutter, onto her. But Utami caught her with a German suplex, which shifted momentum for, a little bit. Make it half and half offense for, a good maybe, 2-3 minutes. Tries for another Oss cutter, but Utami counters that. Then she tries for a third one, and I'm like, I don't know if you want to tempt fate this time. And of course she did. Before she even gets off of the ropes for the springboard, Utami runs up to her, grabs her by her waist, and launches her for a modified German suplex bridging pin. And I said, oh god, that might be the fucking finish. She gets her ass with the whole match and then gets this pin. But she kicked out of 2. In the end, she did end up hitting her springboard cutter, a bad looking one, but she hit it nonetheless. Followed by a bicycle knee and a Brazilian kick for the pin. Arisa Hoshiki retaining the World of Stardom. The Wonder of Stardom Championship. Another good match. Like I said, I didn't expect the match to go the way it did, but listen, I ain't complaining. Arisa dominated, and I'm not mad about that at all. After the match, Arisa hopped on the mic, and she said, "I think we saw what embodies 100% of the true Utami Hayashishita." Arisa throwing shade, I see. Arisa, she started alluding to wanting to do greater things in the near future in the next chapter of her career, so she's going after the red belt soon. I'm for this. Let's go. Then we get to the main event. Mayu Iwatani versus Momo Watanabe. The match was really nothing to brag about. The first 15 minutes were them filling each other out and doing a slow build. It felt like a slow build New Japan match, honestly. Last 5 minutes were the good end stretch of it. The most hype part of the match is when Mayu ended up hitting from the middle rope, leaped off of it, and hit a sick-ass reverse Rana onto Momo and got a near fall. After that, she followed it up with a high fly flow, copying off of the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Followed that up with a moonsault. Momo kicked out of that too. Only after to follow this with a DDT, a tombstone, a delayed dragging suplex for the pin to retain her World of Stardom Championships. Like I said, it was a good match, but I honestly thought their 5-star Grand Prix match from last year was way better. I put that match over this match, easily. After the match, Momo cut a very teary-eyed promo. Everyone was very sad today. They were crying their eyes out. Momo was saying that I'll be on top of Stardom one day, and Queen's Quest didn't win their matches, but at least B. Priestley did, and B. Priestley came out to hug her. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really see this shit coming, but B. Priestley Kamaguye the shit out of Momo Watanabe. And at that point, I said, well, shit. She's joining Oedo Tai. That was the only other option. Like, what? Like, she's not joining Donna Del Mondo. I don't see that happening. She just won the title to Jamie. Kagetsu's leaving. Hazuki already left. It's like, Oedo Tai needs some members. Like, who's going to step in and take over for Kagetsu? I mean, probably not Tsukatora. But, like, who's going to step over and take over for Hazuki? And here they were. B invited Kagetsu into the ring with Oedo Tai and asked her, can she join? And Kagetsu was like, welcome to Oedo Tai! And it was official. B Priestley is now part of Oedo Tai. So we had one turn, one new person joining another faction, and a formation of another faction on this show. And a title change. So I'd say this was pretty eventful. B Priestley also called out Arisa Hoshiki to fight her for the belt. Arisa accepted, so they're having a match at the next Korakuen Hall show, which will be on February 26th. After that was all said and done, Mayu Iwatani was standing in the ring like a dumbass during this whole segment, so she decided to hop on the mic and said, well, I don't have any challengers, so I'll lay down a challenge for anybody who wants a shot at the title. Lights go out, and a woman by the name of Sari is on the Titantron, and she accepts her challenge. Now, once again, I'm new to the Joshi Pro Wrestling world, so I don't know who this woman is. So please, comment down below some matches of Sari, so I could watch in preparation for her match with Mayu and tell whether she might actually beat Mayu or not. Probably not, but I want to see what the chemistry might be between these two, or what the history is between Mayu and Sari. Someone let me know. Comment down below. Anyways, that was Stardom Korakuen Hall, January 19th, 2020. What did you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know. I love you guys as always, and I will see you all later. Of course, in just a few hours, I'll be going live on this channel for the Royal Rumble. Tune in to that. I love you guys as always, and I will talk to you later. Peace out, guys.